Hello everybody, this is going to be a little bit longer than usual video. I just wanted to share with you all some of my very favorite writing instruments from my recent collection. This is all unscripted, so excuse me if I make mistakes in my commentary. Just trying to be as objective uh, and comprehensive as I possibly can. Uh, these are some of the these are also some of my favorite etuis in which I keep my fountain pens. So these are all different kind of sets, and I'll go through them all one by one. So let's keep them aside and I'll bring them back in the frame one by one as we go over them. Yeah. So the first one that I wanted to share with you is these are all leather triple cases actually. This is what I call my knights in shiny armor and hood. You guessed it right, these are all Parker 51s. They're different. Every fountain pen lover should have a Parker 51 in the collection, and these are my 351s. We'll go over them very quickly. There are whole literatures about 51, and this of course is known to you all that this is one of the most sold fountain pen and the most successful design as well. It's an absolute classic. So I have these three of them. They're all slightly different. The first one here is and as you can see from the sizes, yeah, I'll take them out all and we'll go through them. So the first of all, as you can see, they're all slightly different sizes, yeah, and that is something to note. There are a lot of literatures, there are a lot of information about Parker 51, but what I wanted to point out is a few things that I found myself. First of all, of course, there are two sizes. You know, there are the specials, there are the dummy, and there's the regular full size. So these two on the left and right are the full size or regular 51. They're big fountain pens. They are, I think, if I have a scale handy, let me quickly show you. As you can see, this is 13, almost 13 and a half centimeter. So that's pretty big. They don't fit in regular size short pockets. Let me tell you that. Okay. So these two are full sizes. This is the burgundy. I don't know if the color is coming out okay or not. This is rolled gold cap as the finial, the famous arrow clip. There's a hole at the bottom of the barrel. You cannot, I mean, these are not required to be eyedropper, converted anyway. Gold nib. This one writes very, very smooth. This is an excessively smooth, butter smooth as they say, writer. I love this pen. So this is a regular size. This is also a regular size. Now you can see the difference. They're slightly different in size, very slightly. They have been fully capped. I mean, the caps been fully put back into the barrel. They're slightly different, as you can tell. First of all, you can see their arrows. The clip sizes are different, although the cap sizes are lengthwise, they're pretty much same. The upper part of the cap, where the feathers are, I mean this part, as you can see, they're different in the diameter. This one, for example, is much thinner compared to this. I think this is an older version, and then they kind of taper up a little bit, and this is more. The curve is slightly different. This is more acute, I would say. So the finials are also different, as you can tell. One is much bigger, and this one is much smaller, and this is a much bigger arrow. The feathers are much more feathers, but they both are 51, and this one has some markings of Parker, roll gold, etc. And this one is Nesua. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Nesua green on the right, and this is the burgundy. They both are excellent writer, very smooth, unbelievably smooth writers. So if you look at the old Parker 51 ads, they talk about, electroplated something. They write very smoothly. They indeed write very smoothly. So these two, let's keep them aside. Now let's go back to the dummy. This is my favorite out of the 351s. This size, balance, everything is just spot on. This is perfect. This is also, the cap is very similar to the burgundy one. I'm just comparing it for you here side by side. You can see the dimensions of the caps are pretty much same except the length. Of course, this is a half size, not a full size. Although it's called demi, it's not really a half size. It's significantly shorter than the full size, but and it fits perfectly in the pocket. So this also writes extremely smooth. I'll never part with these 3 pens. They will go to the next generation. So here they are, the 3 knights in their shiny armors and in hoods. That's what I call them. Okay, so now let me move on to the next package. Now these are from the land of the rising sun, as they say. This is all this is again, there's a set of three pens. They are from Japan, and you guessed it, they are from the top 3 bands. I call them the 3 samurai. They are of course, there is one sailor, there is a pilot. My father used a pilot pen all through his life, and I have a particular soft spot for pilot pens, and there is a platinum. And let me show you these 3 pens very quickly. Sorry, they have been stored away, just coming out. So this is the, so here they are. Let me keep them here side by side. I'll keep the case aside. So these are the 3 samurai. Pilot Falcon, resin. This is Cellar 1911 standard, and this is Platinum Century 3776. Beautiful pens. This one, there's not much to talk about these. Everybody knows about them. This is the Falcon nib, soft, fine, brilliant nib. I love this pen. You all know about it. Unique design. It's not really a flex pen, the flex nib. It's a soft metal. As such, gold is soft, and there is some metallurgy that has gone into it to make it even more flex, and of course the shape of the nib that also aids in bringing it a bit of springiness. But this is really not flex, but this flexes brilliantly. You can almost go from Japanese fine, which is like Western extra fine, all the way to triple B. This writes very very nice. I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to do any writing samples because I'm not using these pens now. Then the next one is Sailor. This is also a brilliant writer. Everybody knows about Sailor nibs. They are very famous. This one has a zoom nib. I don't know if we can zoom it in or see what it is like. But this has a zoom nib, very interesting. You can turn them upside down. It writes very thin, and the broad strokes are very broad indeed. Very interesting nib. Sailor, gorgeous. This is a 14 karat one, not the full size, which is a little bigger, and I like this one better than the bigger one. This is now we switch to Platinum Century. This is size wise, this is very nice. This has a music nib, which is almost like a frankly I think the music nib should be the architect nib, not this, where the vertical strokes are really wide and the horizontal ones are rather thin and crisp. I think the architect nib should be called music, not this. This is more like a stub nib, but it's my personal opinion. But this is also very smooth, beautiful writer. I just can't believe that I was able to acquire this for a very affordable price from an online auction. Those are the three of my samurai from Japan. That's what I call them. I will now move to the next one. These are all. This is my German collection of German fountain pens. I call them all my German shepherds. They have been put away. Some fantastic writing instruments. I have been very fortunate to be able to acquire them. This is the LAMY 2000. This has a fine nib. I have another one which I use regularly with an oblique broad. Very nice pen. The next one is a rather unique pen. This is an equivalent of the Montblanc 149. This is a Senator President. Very beautiful pen. Classic design, huge size, beautiful grip, and this has an 18 karat fine nib. Beautiful pen. Let's move on to the last one. I do have an 149 which I acquired from my uncle, but I don't use it. I keep it away. This is the 146 which I acquired myself. This is also a very beautiful pen. Good size. I just don't like the length of it. It's too long to fit in any sharp pockets. That's the problem with Montblanc, these standard pens. But this is also a very nice pen. If I may, out of these three, my favorite is the 2000, which everybody knows is a bit of an engineering marvel. Beautiful construction, unique material, fantastic writer, holds tons of ink. So that's the German collection. I have two more, and we'll conclude very quickly. So this is my Waterman Carene. This is gorgeous blue. Writes very smooth, and this has a different kind of nib inlaid. This is a very good writer. I have used it often, and but I can't carry it to my work. But this is a beautiful pen. That's my kind of singleton, and this is of course is the last one in the lot. I'll come back with more of my collection. This is my Parker. You have to have a Parker Duofold. This is the international. This has an oblique double broad nib. Very beautiful pen. Well, that's about it. Thank you for your patience, and I'm happy to answer if you have any questions. I do have some very unique items in my collection. Someday I hope to be able to bring them here on YouTube for you. Until then, thank you very much. Everybody stay safe. Good day. Bye-bye.